On 24 February, we were given an order to deploy our 32-bed field hospital minus. We brought only a portion of the capabilities to Camp Carroll in order to set up an isolation center and be prepared to accept COVID positive patients.
So this is the location in front of building 231, the isolation center here at Camp Carroll, that we would receive our COVID-19 positive patients at. We would ensure that we do a handoff with all information that's pertinent, including any kind of medical concerns, anything that was observed en route from where they were picked up here to this destination.
It took us about 72 hours from the time we were told, we need you to go, until the time we were set up and ready to receive patients.
So once the patients arrive to our isolation facility, we're gonna check their vital signs, make sure that they're doing okay. This facility is set up for patients only for patients that have tested positive for COVID-19.
Our soldiers day to day are actually working inside either your local treatment facilities or in the Brian D. Allgood Army Community Hospital. When we got the phone call that we needed to be ready to go down to Camp Carroll as quickly as possible, we had to pull folks out of the hospital and load up our 4 Connexes, load those Connexes up onto our vehicles, and drive our equipment and our 41 personnel down the 140 miles from Camp Humphreys to Camp Carroll.
We wanted to be able to sustain ourselves for an unknown amount of time. With the COVID-19 reaction, there is no blueprint for this, so we didn't know how long we'd be down here. So we took that into consideration and said, how small can we be, but how robust can our products be when we get down here?
So we've set up an entire building completely dedicated to COVID positive patients. The rooms are standard barracks rooms. We have a day room set up for them. But again, the goal is just to kind of keep them comfortable, keep them safe, and keep them isolated from our healthy active duty population.
So after more than a decade of combat, the Army Medicine realized that we needed to change how we deploy our medical force in theater. The caches are large and logistically difficult to deploy as a whole. And so they were tending to, over the last 10 years, they would break them up into pieces and parts and only deploy part of them. As a result, we've gone and changed our caches into hospital centers. The 549th Hospital Center actually was stood up in July of 2019. And as I mentioned, 502nd Field Hospital is one of the 2 field hospitals under the 549th.
The change in the way that they have this field hospital converted from the cache broken down, we became a lot more expeditionary. And with doing that, we have the ability to be self-sustaining in a moment's notice.
The field hospital design is perfect, especially for a response like this to the COVID-19, because we are smaller and agile.
And I think that was a true definition of what we needed to be as the 502nd Field Hospital, and show how expeditionary we could be with this new set of field healthcare provision in mind.